Hey, what's up, guys? I think I'm live, pretty awesome. So, what's up with you guys? Good to see all of you here. And we have with us Sandhya Valecha, who is the best known copywriter alive, at least the one that I know of. So, thank you so much, Sandy, for making time once again and helping the DMAP students out with the PS, which I feel is the most important component. So, first off, can you guys hear me? Just a quick confirmation. Awesome, loud and clear, right? So, Sandy, we are on.
All right. So, thank you so much for the welcome and welcome to you all as well.
Pretty awesome. Thanks, Chintan, for the confirmation. Uh, can you guys hear Sandhya as well? Is her line clear? Awesome. Cool. So, it's all set. Sandy, you can begin.
All right, everyone. So, today, as you all already know, I'm going to share with you the 5 strategies to write magical PS. Now, I want to give you the strategies to write this powerful magical PS. So by the end of this session, you will know exactly what 5 strategies to employ to write compelling, powerful, and magical PS. Again, just like the last time, I'll ask you questions and you answer them without really thinking too much or filtering the information. Share whatever comes to your mind first. Sounds good?
Yep, sounds good. And while you're doing it, I will also be making notes for myself. So, pretty awesome. Let's.
All right. Okay, great. So I start with the first question. And again, answer ASAP. What's a PS, by the way? That's the question.
Can I answer that?
You want to, or you want to just wait for their answer?
No, I think I'll answer that.
Okay.
I think it's postscript, right?
Yes. The postscript or PS is a very important part of any web copy, your Facebook ads, social media posts, articles, blog posts, your personal website, any other content. And when I say copy or web copy throughout this session today, it implies to all of these specifications that I just made.
All right, pretty awesome. Just one sec. Sandy, just one sec.
Okay.
Can we switch off the AC, please? Because it's making a lot of noise. So, thank you. All right. Yes.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, great. So in the PS, before I go ahead and share the 5 strategies, I have some very important points to make so you guys can make some notes. I know you're going to get a replay, but making notes helps. So,
absolutely.
First off, where's the PS placed in the web copy?
And
right, so at the very end, after you've made your offer, after you've shared your guarantee, the exact place after you presented your guarantee, that's where you place your PS. So in the PS, you provide a few more enticements to your prospect to lure them to buy from you. And the first very important point that I want to share here is sometimes you will want to save extra or additional or maybe unexpected benefits for the PS. Because as Karan very rightly said last time, right, that most people will read the start and then maybe just a few points in the body of your letter or web copy, but most of them will jump where?
The
PS. So keep all these extra additional unexpected benefits for the PS of your copy. This really helps in attracting the most skeptical prospects too. Second point that I want to make.
So these are the 5 elements, right? That's the first one.
So I'm going to share 5 strategies a little later in just a few minutes.
Okay.
But before that, I'm sharing some more pointers before I reveal those 5 strategies. So this is first point, that keeping and saving these extra additional benefits for the PS really helps.
So if I can paraphrase that, that would be something on the lines of, hey, if you click on the button now or buy now, you get this additional bonus, which I did not talk about at the top, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So something on those lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unadvertised, hidden stuff that's only seen in the PS to get people to click on something or buy the product. Right. Awesome.
Right. Yeah. So am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
As long as I don't hear a no or people saying we can't hear you, I
Okay.
am assuming it's all fine.
All right. So my second important point is that PS is like the roof of your house. It's that important and that critical. And third important point, it's not enough to just sell to your potential clients. You must reassure, that's a very important word. You must reassure them and make them feel good about the choice. I talk about this and emotional reasons for buying in my three-part podcast. So you can go forth and maybe tune into that.
Yeah, if you guys already haven't
Mm-hmm.
listened to the podcast that Sandhya did about the three secrets of web copywriting and how to get more sales with
Through digital
through digital marketing and copywriting,
Mhm.
go check it out. She goes in depth
Of
on this
emotional
topic about the
specific.
emotions and
Yeah.
stuff.
I feel like it's one of the best free resources I've ever created. It's like, helping so many people.
Yep.
And I'm like, I should make it password protected and share it maybe.
Actually, and that's the second highest downloaded podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's been downloaded over 11,000 times at this
Mhm.
point.
So, yeah, your PS must be power packed with emotional reasons as well for buying. Now, fourth very important point before I reveal the 5 strategies. The fourth point is your PS must inflame your potential client's desire for your product or service right before they sign the dotted line in case you're getting them to sign a contract, or right before they swipe the card or pay online. That's powerful stuff, right? And that's why your PS must be power packed.
True.
Great. So now, how powerful? Well, majority of the copywriting legends, they say that a powerful PS can boost the response. Wow. I'm gonna hand over to you my closely guarded secrets to write magical PS. So sit upright and take notes. Well. If you catch your mind come up with several ideas for your company or your copy, make a quick note before they vanish into thin air. I mean, I always catch these ideas and make a note of them. So go ahead. I'm gonna start with 5 strategies to write the magical PS. Here's the first one. Reiterate the benefits.
Awesome.
So as I said, yeah, you wanna make a point?
Sorry, just one sec.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys aren't making the notes, I'm sure you're getting the replay, but it's important that you make notes because these are really important as far as writing a PS is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the 5 elements. Like if you guys sat in for the 7 secrets of mind control, I first spoke about the principles, which Sandhya did a while back, about the principles of writing a PS. And now these are the elements of writing the PS. How do you enhance your PS and make them click worthy and sale worthy?
Mhm.
Right. So the first one is
Reiterate the benefits.
right.
So again, as I said in my podcast, that people buy for emotional reasons. So the best way to evoke emotion is to remind your target audience of all the amazing things your product or service can do for them. So reiterate the benefits in your PS.
Awesome. So the first one is reiterate the benefits, right?
Yeah.
Really important. Whatever your benefits, your products or services can deliver to the end user, you want to reiterate because people read the headline, the subheads, and directly the PS. So that the first PS should potentially talk about all the benefits in the summary format.
Mhm.
So that's the first element of writing a great PS. Right?
Yeah.
And just one question, Sandy: can people have like what's your take on writing multiple PSs?
Oh, I love it, and I always do that.
Right.
My emails, sales copies, blog posts. I
So,
love multiple PSs.
I actually remember I generally used only 2 or 3 PSs, and then I saw you sending out emails with up to 6 PSs, and I was like, "Hey, what the heck is that? Like, your half of your email is just PS." But then looking at your open rate and more importantly, looking at your click-through rate, I was like appalled and enamored. And since then, I've used it multiple times. I've had up to 5 PS PSs, and it really works well.
It works. It works wonders. Thank you for sharing that. And when people reiterate the benefits in the PS, there's a big mistake they make. Any clue what mistake I'm talking about? When they reiterate the benefit in PS, they're making a big mistake. What is that? They write, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. They write features, not benefits. They focus on features.
Okay, so we have a couple of answers.
Hmm.
Oh, Susil was asking to elaborate again, and Chintan says they should not be selling.
Mm, kind of right.
So they shouldn't be selling, but
Yeah.
they should be selling, but they should not be selling the features.
Yes.
They should be selling the benefits.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
they should
sorry.
be selling to the emotions,
True.
right? Like why this is going to help make their life better instead of ABC feature,
Or something like
brakes of the car.
true. The
Yeah.
best quality or the best hand brakes or the best mileage
Yeah.
and something on those lines. Like we have the best security.
Mm.
Most people aren't buying it for security or the features. They all buy it for the benefit
Mm.
or the, like Sandy says, the emotional reason. So you never want to sell on features, always on benefits.
Mm.
Big distinction. Speak to any great copywriter apart from Sandy, and they'll all tell you that the sale is always made on benefits and not always made on benefits and not features.
Mm. Awesome. Thank you for that explanation. I'm all set to reveal the second strategy to write magical PS, and that is to introduce a surprise benefit in your PS. And this brings into your PPS, right?
True.
So keep one or two super strong benefits or promises from your copy and inject them for the very first time in your PS. This will completely bowl them over, completely bowl your target audience over, completely bowl your readers over. And so, to astonish them, offer a surprise benefit in your PS.
True that. I completely agree. And a great example of that could be an unadvertised bonus at the top.
Yeah.
Right. So in the second PS, you could say that, hey, once you buy my product, you also get XYZ ebook free, which you hadn't spoken about throughout your copy. So now when they come and read your PPS, they feel, wow, we are apart from all the awesome benefits that I'm getting along with the product, I'm also getting a free bonus PDF on an ebook that enhances the perception and the value of the product in itself and takes people closer towards the sale.
Yeah. Great. Ready for
The third one.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay. So the third strategy to write magical PS is to offer more credibility. Yes, credibility. Give your target client an additional dose of credibility, a superb reason to believe that you or your product and service are the real thing. And how? How could you do that? Well, you could add testimonials, video proof of members or clients. You know that we use video credibility the best, like one of the best. A leader at American Writers Association congratulated us on the excellent use of video credibility. I was like, hey, thank you. So offer more credibility in your PS.
Absolutely. That's really important. And I don't know if you guys listened to the podcast that I did a couple of days back, which is the most crucial element or the most important goal of marketing is to build trust. That's the most key component. So, and again, if you remember six human needs, one of the most important human needs is the need for certainty. So, how can you add in certainty, build trust, and enhance the credibility of you or your brand by writing a great PS? So that could be done through adding a past customer experience video, or talking about giving a case study that for a previous client or something on those lines that demonstrates that whatever you are trying to sell is worthy enough and it'll actually deliver the results that you say it would,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, super right. And this brings me to,
The fourth one.
yes, the fourth strategy to write magical PS. Talk about the urgency. Inspire your potential client or reader to take action now. This is super important. Why? Well, most people are big at procrastination. Anyone share? I mean, do you think you're a procrastinator? Can you answer in the in the comments there? Or Karan, could you share? Maybe like some areas, not all. When you were wanting to buy something, but you had the right intention to buy that thing,
True.
which makes your life better. But then something came in the way, right?
Yep.
People have the intent to buy something that
So,
can make their
yeah.
life better.
I think that's a really good question, and I have a very recent example.
Mhm.
So I have been wanting to buy a GoPro
Mhm.
for my daily vlog so that I can put it up on the car and like get some great shots of exteriors and cars moving and the city and stuff.
Mhm.
But and I even went to Amazon to buy. I added the product to the cart, and then something came up. Like I forgot my password, and I had to reset. And I became so lazy. I'm like, I'm not going through the hassle of resetting my password. And it's been in the cart for a long time. It's almost been 20 days, and I just remember it a while back. And I went back through the process, and I eventually got the GoPro today.
Wow.
So it's been 20 days, and fortunately, I saw the retargeting ad, and I remembered that hey, I had to buy it. And like you spoke about urgency,
Yes.
I think another good example while I was buying the Pro on Amazon was I was also looking at buying a phone holder, the car phone holder that just sticks on the windshield.
Right.
And while I was searching, there was this one with where they had a flash sale,
Mhm.
which was only valid for 7 minutes, and I could buy it for 59 rupees. And the original price point was 200 plus, and only for 7 minutes. So they played with urgency.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it compelled me and I actually purchased it in 7 minutes because it was a crazy deal, no brainer, and they created urgency. Or I would have procrastinated for sure.
Wow. Thank you for sharing this amazing, super relevant example. This really takes it to another level. Anyone else wants to share their example or the answer to procrastination? This is getting better and amazing.
Yeah, I think urgency is one key area
Hmm.
that most people miss in their offer. Not having a deadline would never compel people to move ahead, right? And
Right.
as human beings, we always act
True.
out of fear of missing out
Missing out.
than
FOMO.
true that than trying to actually achieve or gain something.
Yeah.
So not playing with this component is like you're killing your conversions by at least 40-50%.
Yeah.
That's huge, right?
That's humongous. Right? Do we have some answers or do we move on?
I think we'll move on
Okay,
because
cool.
it'll take a while.
Sure. So,
So
am
we
I
have a
audible?
question. Yep.
Okay.
So we have a question. How can we add that in our email?
Mhm.
So do you want to take that or should I?
Sure, you go ahead. I mean, I can as well, but I think you already want to share something. So, go for it.
So you can add the clock. There are a lot of plugins for that and a lot of tools for that. One is Outer Timer, which is that's a little expensive. So I potentially do not want to add the clock ever in the email because that's a guaranteed way to get your emails in the promotion box. So to create urgency, all you could do is, hey, 4 hours left, 3 hours left. That could be added in the PS, but not really adding the clock because it it although it looks cool, but your open rate would dramatically go down because your email will end up in the promotion box. So my first goal with the email is to always get the open rate high, and you can always play around with the copy and you know get the urgency factor inside your email. So awesome. Let's have the fifth one.
Okay, I'm still on the fourth one.
Oh, sorry.
And I might as well be able to share the example, which comes right from my own course. So, yeah, as I was saying, right, that people have the intent to buy something that can make their life better, but if they don't act now, life comes in the way, as Karan shared his example, and then they forget or postpone. So create the urgency by setting a deadline and give them the importance of taking action now. Also, by rewarding them for taking action now. So, just like he shared the example of GoPro and the sale. So, I have this example in the PS. So I'll share it with you. So this is what I wrote in my PS. To get the whopping 69% off, you have to make a decision to take action now. Today, for the next 24 hours, you can get this ebook and the bonuses at the lowest price they will ever be offered at by placing the order right now. So that's another example right there.
Pretty cool.
Awesome.
And
Yeah?
I'll just share another quick example for
Yes.
this. So now this is very, very common as far as an online launch is concerned. And I'm sure it's very common even offline. When there's a sale going on, when there's a discount period going on, you'll see majority of the sales, or at least 40% of the sales, happening in the last few hours, because that's when most people act, because now they know the deadline is here. It's time to act. It's either now or never. And sending out emails reminding people like 15 minutes before the sale ends, 2 hours before the sale ends, is huge, because that could lead to an additional conversion of at least 15 to 20%. So majority sales take place on the last few hours of the discount ending. So that's
Thank
again
you.
urgency.
That's actually I was smiling and I just stopped myself from giggling, but I was certainly smiling because
I could see
I
that,
was
yeah, in my brain. I could visualize that.
maybe I was giggling then. So because I was reminded of my own behavior for several products that I've bought, and these are, by the way, educational products. And yeah, these 15 minuters and 30 minutes and 1 hour reminders have really worked. Wherein I've invested thousands of dollars in these products. So again, thank you for reiterating that point.
True that, right? And that's the same principle for webinars also, right?
Yeah.
Even if people sign up for a webinar, you need to remind them one day before, 20, 12 hours before, 6 hours before, 2 hours earlier, and then like 15 minutes before it starts. And that's when the show up rate is decent. If you just let them sign up for the webinar and only send them one reminder, there's a big chance that they'll never show up.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome. So fifth one.
Yes, fifth one. Now I'm sending another biggie your way. This fifth strategy to write magical PS is restating or expanding your guarantee. So remind your potential client that they have nothing to lose at all by buying your product or service. And I can share an example of how we wrote or incorporated this for a client. So this is how it goes. P.S. XYZ Living, I've changed their name. XYZ Living will teach you exactly how you can live the kind of life that was until now available only to the ultra rich. Check it out yourself. If you're not entirely happy, just cancel the monthly subscription. We'll immediately refund you for all the issues remaining in your subscription. No questions asked. And all of the previous issues are yours to keep. So that's how we incorporated
That's
this
a
element.
awesome one. I loved the end, which says that all of the previous issues are yours to keep, which is also playing with the greed, because a lot of times people come in with the assumption that, hey, I'll sign in with the monthly subscription and pay for a while and then can it off, so that all the previous subscriptions are just for me, right? And get the money back, which is how it works. And then when people join in and they see the actual value, they stay back and you increase the customer lifetime value. But guarantees are really important. And although even if you do not have a money back guarantee, which is not important, but you need to have some sort of a guarantee which works like an assurance, and people feel like they do not have the risk. Your consumers should never feel like they have the risk. They should always feel like you've taken the risk completely on yourself. So yeah, that's awesome.
And this has really worked in my personal example as well, where organizations and these companies offer $1 trials, and I'm like, yeah, and I've like paid off. You know what? Can you believe? Like I started out with $1 trials, and I've gone on to pay them at least $5,000-6,000.
True.
Yeah, but then the reassurance was needed to make me believe that, okay, great, I can go ahead. I'm not losing my money here.
Absolutely. Right.
Now, yes, you want to make a point?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay. Now, what if I said that I have a bonus strategy for you to write magical PS? Who wants to know that?
Me for sure.
Okay, anyone else, or should I just email it to you? Because it's bonus, right? I can just directly email it to you. Anyone else who wants to hear that?
Zeal wants to.
Okay, great. So, sharing
And then
it.
Chintan wants.
All right. Great, Zeal and Chintan. Another powerful strategy. Introduce a new bonus, just like I did here. That's the sixth strategy. Most successful copywriters and successful digital marketers I know, they offer a bonus, like an additional or relevant course, ad copy critique certificate, special report, something of that sort. So, bonuses really work.
Right. So,
And yeah, go
yeah.
for it.
So even if you're doing e-commerce stuff, and if you're trying to sell a product, so along with the product, now a lot of times your product may not be completely different, or may not be different at all when compared to your competitors, right? How different can you actually make the products unless you are an innovator or a scientist and you've come up with your own technology or patent? In that case, it's a different scenario. But if you're doing normal e-commerce stuff, your products are most likely going to be very, very similar to your competitors with a hardly 90-20 difference. So in that scenario, how do you make your product stand out? With an awesome PS, like Sandhya said, you want to add in bonus, stack in a lot of bonuses. So when they buy your product, let's say they're buying the shaker bottle. So along with the shaker bottle, they get a free guide on understanding which is the right whey protein, what's the best post-workout meal, an ebook on the best pre-workout meal, the a three-part video training series on how to build biceps faster, and a two-part video training series on how to get six packs. So now you see so many PSs with so many bonuses. Suddenly, the value of this shaker bottle is now gone from the usual $20 to about $2,000 in my mind, because I'm getting so much value, and you aren't really investing a lot of money in creating all the e products and e courses. So again, that's called as value stacking or bonus stacking in your PS, which is an awesome tip. So works really well for services, for products. Banks do that. Once you open the bank account, they give you 6% interest, zero balance account, this bonus, monthly withdrawal limit. You can use multiple ATMs. So again, they're trying to stand out from the other banks by giving you more features than you already are getting from your existing bank.
Yeah. And if you're interested in any example, I have one right from my own copywriting course.
Awesome.
Share it?
Yep.
Okay. So here's what I wrote when I was selling that course. I said, you will receive these two special bonus reports worth $2,900 for free. The first one, and then I went on to list the second one. So the first one is 42 Wowers list. So WOWERS, Wowers list. That's the first special bonus. So I go on to, explain what that is. And I tell them, use these Wowers to immediately grab your client's attention. In the last few years, I've tested and compiled a list of 25 words that I have been using to immediately catch my client's attention and set myself apart from the competition. I usually only share this list of wower words only with the one-on-one writers I mentor. But as Women's Month offer, I'm giving it away for free to you. And then I go on to, speak about the second one as well. So yeah, this one really worked as well.
Pretty awesome. And I think the conversion was great.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the second one was actually your idea, Karan. SMS. I got this from your fitness sales letter, wherein you say the SMS special report. That was my PS2. That was my second bonus in the PS. So I say there's a vital thing that you can use instantly. No, it's not the short message system I'm talking about. It's a special missing link called SMS. that could be stopping you from reaching your first clients. In this small ebook, you will learn how to make this missing link work for you rather than against you so that you can attract your first writing assignment sooner. And that's where I end this PS.
True. And that was completely built around curiosity, which is again huge in getting people to take action. So, which was awesome play of curiosity to get people to buy my weight loss products on ClickBank. And again, we used it when we launched Sandhya's copywriting course, I think way back 3 or 4 years back.
Hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Pretty cool. So that these were the 5 pointers. And if you guys
Yes.
have any questions, we have a few minutes left. So
So yeah, you noticed how that worked, right? You thought I was done giving the info for the 5 strategies about writing a magical PS, and there you were, being offered a bonus strategy, and that too a very helpful one that works. So yeah,
true.
when working on your copy, remember your PS will be read by 80% of your prospects, right, Karan?
Yeah, absolutely.
So focus on making an emotional appeal.
True.
And of course, yep, you know how to make emotional appeal, right? If you don't, go forth and listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
And
Chetan says open bank account plus sell credit card for free.
yeah,
That's a good example.
Good
That's
example.
a good example of profit maximization, though.
Mhm.
While I'm selling the bank account, that could be sold as, like you get the credit card free when you open the bank account with us. So, yep. But a lot of people are averse to it. They don't want the credit card because anybody who has a credit card would know that, hey, they'll end up paying a lot of money in interest, and it's not as awesome as it looks. But for someone who does not have a credit card, that's absolutely going to catch his attention, and that's a great bonus to throw in. So the one that's working well, and if you see the one I think which Kotak Mahindra Bank is doing a lot of online advertising for it at this point, is open a zero balance account, savings account, and get 6% interest, which is huge compared to all the other banks, and it's zero balance. So, and you can open the
Yeah.
account in as little as 5 minutes by downloading the app. So that's convenience which everybody wants. And of course, there's a lot of mutual benefit for consumers, because zero balance, most people always end up with not being able to maintain their minimum balance and ending up paying a lot of penalties, plus 6% interest. So greed, benefit, convenience, all stacked together, beautifully done. So that was a good campaign. So awesome, I think. So we are done. And yep, pretty awesome. Yep, the 8111 campaign, 811 campaign by Porter. So awesome. If you guys have any other questions, we have just 2 minutes left. So Sandy, I think we are done with your part.
Okay
And
then, all right.
pretty awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and doing this for us. It
Thank
was
you.
great to have you, and I really appreciate all the time that you put in. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Thank you. And all the very, very best to everyone out there. Go forth, rock, and create your magic in the world. All the best.
Yep. Thank you. Bye bye.
Welcome. Bye.
So tomorrow after class, Shaji for the website. Pretty awesome. So if you guys have spoken to Namrata, pretty cool. She's looking into that. So if she's confirmed, it's confirmed. So awesome, guys. And I'll see you at 1 tomorrow. I have all your questions, and I look forward to meeting the two of you. So we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Cool. Bye bye. Good night.